So hello there awesome developers and welcome back to Easy Code Snippets. And in this video we are going to discuss about logical operators in JavaScript. Logical operators are one of the most widely used and one of the most interesting and my personal favorite operators in JavaScript. So you will see a heavy usage of logical operators even if you do website development, or let's say you go ahead with mobile development. In every framework or JavaScript you will see logical operators being heavily used, because these are the main building blocks of applying logics to our programs, right? So even if in the upcoming videos, let's say if else and much another other videos, you will see a wide usage of logical operators. So understanding it is very crucial. So without further ado, let's get started with logical operators. And you can take the screenshot for whatever content is coming on the screen, so that would help you to do a quick revision of logical operators whenever required. Okay, so now let us get started with the first logical operator, which is AND operator. Logical AND, denoted by ampersands, like this, double N. And it says that if the left operand and the right operand both are true, then the output of that particular expression would be true. If the left operand and right operand is true, then the output of that particular expression would be true. Okay, let us understand this by a real world example. Let us say it is raining outside. Okay, so this is the first condition, first operand, that raining is true, and you have an umbrella. This is the second operand, that you have an umbrella at home, and your mother asks you to go out and buy some milk. Okay, so the raining is true and you have an umbrella, so will you go outside to buy milk? Yeah, definitely. If you are a good son, you will definitely go out and buy the milk. So that particular event of buying the milk is true, right? Because it is raining and you have an umbrella. So I'm repeating this again and again so that it gets etched in your mind, that if both the conditions are true, only then the particular expression will be evaluated to true in case of logical AND. Okay, and let's say if one of the condition gets false, let's say if it is raining heavily. Okay, the raining is true, but you don't have an umbrella at the home, so will you go outside? No, you won't go outside. So that expression or that event in real world scenario would be false. So in programming, that particular expression would result in false, and you will understand it a lot better when we will be solving some practice problems in a while in the code editor. So you will understand it better. But this is just a quick overview of what logical AND does. Okay, now let us move to logical OR. So logical OR is denoted by these two pipes. Okay, so here what logical OR says, that if any one of your condition is true, then the expression would evaluate to true. Okay, so if the left operand is true but the right is false, that doesn't mean that this will be evaluated to false. This will be evaluated to true. Okay, similarly, if the let's say if you have a left operand false and the right operand is true, then also it will evaluate to true. Okay, so this was a basic of logical OR. Now let us move to the third operator, logical NOT. So this basically opposites the result of any particular condition. So okay, so let's say this is true, and if I put this logical NOT operator before this statement, then it will be false. And similarly, if this is false over here, and if I put this logical NOT operator before this false, then it will evaluate to true. You will definitely understand it better when we start writing our code, which we'll do in a while. So this was just a quick overview of logical operators. Please do not forget to take a screenshot, and now let us move to the code editor. So as you can see on the screen, I have a file called logicaloperators.js and I have a index.html, and just like previous videos, I have linked this logicaloperators.js file to my index.html file, like over here. And let us check it out if these are properly linked. Let me write logical operators, and yeah, it is perfectly linked. Now let us get started with logical operators. The first one we would see is AND, logical AND. Okay, So let me write a number. Let's say, okay, let us not declare any variable. Let us check it out using booleans. So true and true. Okay, both conditions are true. So let us say it is for raining and it is for umbrella. Okay, raining is true and umbrella is, you have a umbrella at your house. So let should I go outside. Okay, this is the variable should I go outside, and if I log it to the console. So if you have watched the initial part of this video, can you guess the output? What should it ideally print? Pause this video for a while and think the answer. Okay, let me print it out. True. Why? Because both of these conditions are true. So this particular expression would result in true, and this true would be stored in this variable, and hence we get the true as the output. Okay, but let's say if it is raining but you don't have an umbrella. False. So one of the condition got false, so you won't go outside. Okay, and this condition would result in false, hence you get false as an output. Okay, so this was the uh, AND operator using booleans, but now let us check it out with numbers. So in one of the previous videos we discussed about the comparison operators, right? So let's say, let me use the comparison operators. So is 3 less than 4? Yes, this is true. Okay, 3 is less than 4. And is 2 equals to 2? So now both of these conditions are true, right? 3 is less than 4 and 2 is equals to 2. So both of these conditions are true. So what would this give us? Let's check it out. Here you can see it will give us true because both of these conditions are true. But let's say if I write is 2 equals to, let us say is 2 greater than 5. Okay, it's 2 less than, it's 2 less than, it's 2 greater than 5. So it gave us false because 2 is not greater than 5. So this is false. And as you know about logical AND operator, if any one of the condition is false, the whole event would become false. So you get false. Okay, so now let us move to OR operator. So let me declare a variable result equals to, and true. The let's say the first operand is true and the other one is false. Okay, and let me log the result. So can you guess the output? One is true and another one is false. And in the OR operators we discussed that if any one of the conditions satisfies, if any one of the operand is true, then the whole condition would become true. So here you can see true. Let me comment this one out. Okay, true, because one operand is true, and to satisfy the OR condition only one operand needs to be true. Okay, so let's say if I make it false, then what would happen? False, because none of the operands are true. That's why it would result in false. Okay, and now let us check it out with numbers. So is 3 less than 5? Yeah, true. And is 2 greater than 4? So now here 3 less than 5, this condition is perfectly valid, perfectly true. But 2 greater than 4, this is not valid, this is false. So what would we get? Pause for a while and revisit that if any one of the condition in OR operator is true, then the whole condition becomes true. So it would ideally give us true. Here you can see true. Okay, so here we can see the usage of OR operators with numbers, and here we combine the assignment operator. Here we combine the comparison operator, and we combine the logical operators, right? So this is how you can use the logical operators. And don't worry, like in the upcoming video when we are going to learn about if else statement, then you will see a perfect use case of using uh, these whole operators. Okay, so this was just a basic use case. Now let us check it out. Logical not, noted by exclamation mark. So let's say I make a variable what am I. It is true. Okay, what am I is true. Okay, so let me log it to the console. What am I? It is true, right? But let's say if I put this logical not operator before true, what would happen? What am I is false. Okay, because this particular operator, it basically opposites the whatever value we have. It basically makes the true a false value and false a true value if we are using this logical not operator. So currently we have true, but logical not is being used before true, so it is giving us false. So if I write false over here, it will start giving us true. Here it is, very simple and basic stuff. Okay, so yeah, this was it about the logical operators. Here we discussed about logical and, logical or, and logical not. So in the next video, we are going to discuss more about how we can use these operators with if else statements. So if you like this video, please hit the like button and please do share it with your friends, and please do consider subscribing this channel. Thank you.